Hey, hello, hello. Oh, I forgot my light. Hello, hello. Welcome back to Hardcore Mechanized. Hope you're all doing well today. It's been a little while since we've been into this world, so let's get back into it. I am currently in the snapshot, so we might see some new stuff. We may not, but our armor's definitely looking a little worse for wear, so it might be worth replacing that if we have the iron. Is it time to sleep, though? It is indeed. Let's go ahead and sleep real quick. I've been playing a lot of modded recently, so it feels really weird playing vanilla. My sound's good enough. Let's see. Things just kind of seemed quiet. I'm gonna bump everything up a little bit. Oh, music. We're also not doing the music at all. It doesn't matter what we do as long as it's off. Okay. We'll make the hostiles a little louder so we can hear those guys. Okay, I think that's probably good. Now, can I actually mess with like my mouse sensitivity? Maybe I need to make my mouse a little more sensitive. We'll try a 65 just for a bit here, if I can get it to there. Okay. Let's try that. It feels a little better for... still feels weird. That's alright. We'll figure it out. Okay, so today's goal... We're actually just going to head right on over there. So we can take a look at what we need to do. Let's double check our honeycomb supply. We probably do need to restock up on honeycomb when we come back. But I think we just needed to check for building supplies. I just realized something. My stream is not doing what I want to. I had to change the full screen here. I actually want this a bit bigger. Can I get this to scale a bit for me? Hold on. Now you're not doing what I want you to do. If I mess with it too much now, it's really going to mess everything up. So it's fine.
That means snack time for Grubby.
Just going to have to deal with this.
I'll be back to claim my fish before you know it. Wiggles happily.
And the last time in this world, we actually finished the functional part all the way over here, other than, I guess, the main station. Or do we have the station spot? I can't remember if we have the station's functionality done yet. I know we were like digging out the hole last time. We tore down a house as well. In fact, we are also in the next day. Yes, yep. We'll go ahead and update that real quick. We're getting close to 550 days, which is pretty awesome. So I guess we now have all the baby mobs in this world, as well as like sulfur cubes and stuff. We probably won't be engaging with that stuff for a little while, until we start doing some like exploring that we haven't done in this world and come across it. But the goal is definitely to try to get the station done so we can potentially start getting into the village city builder idea that I want to do. So if I did like full screen with this, with Minecraft right now, it does put it there. I guess we'll leave it full screen if we need to like swap off or anything. Because I think if we do, if I click on anything else, okay, it doesn't matter. We're good then. I feel like I can't hear the game at all though. Is the music too loud? From my side, it's pretty loud. I may need to adjust that. Let's try tweaking that a little bit. So I'm going to drop this to half on my side. And then I'm going to probably bring this up
Welcome
a little bit.
Exod 1414. Wiggles happily, do you want to claim a fish? I can give you a sub or gift one.
Hey Exod, welcome to the stream. How you doing? It's going pretty good today. Just trying to get some things reoriented here. I think my volumes are a little off and stuff. You know, typical streamer stuff. Whoa, that was a little crazy. You doing good? Well, that's good. So we have finished this out. We actually did finish... Yeah, we have the spot where we can arrive here. Oh, I missed a lever. Did I just not have those levers on me? I assume no. So we need... What is that? 1, 2, 3, at least 4 levers? Okay. So we need 4 levers and then whatever like building supplies to make the shell here, basically. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and head back. Now that we more or less know what we need. There's a creeper in a cave. What you been up to today, Exad? Excited to be see us back in the hardcore world here. Feels like it's been absolute eternity since I've been here, and I have not actually written on the sign. Deposit for honeycomb. Mainly farm work? Okay, nice. Yeah, the hardcore world is very cool. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite worlds, that's for sure. Haven't done like a ton of stuff, but like I like the potential of what this world will become. Oh, you resubscribed. Thank you so much for being subscribed for 8 months. You're awesome. Appreciate
Waves little
it.
axolotl arms excitedly, yay. Thank you for the sub. Exod 1414. Wiggles around happily, I'm so glad to have
We're
you
keeping
here.
all the
Do you
current
wanna claim
fish
the fish?
standings as
I
is,
have
unless you do
lots.
want to
Giggles.
change that one. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba 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 da. Not the rain. Do 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 do. We also got to build out these two. With the flying machine stations. Gotta figure out a design for that eventually. They're definitely cobbled together purely for function. It might actually be really cool if I could set up a like a stock indicator to see like how many honeycomb blocks are in the system. Have it gradually like go up and up. Pretty cool way to display that. Now, is this the same as the other one? So this one doesn't do the same thing. Oh, it's because I put extra signs in. I need to put signs in over there too. So I need signs, I need levers. I need to grab some more honeycomb. You're gonna lurk? No worries. You got summer classes? Well, I hope you do well with the classes. Appreciate you being here. We also have that factory to finish at some point, someday. Okay. This is also not finished because we haven't gotten our warped wood. So we still have that to sort out at some point in the future, but it's mostly a ton of birch and a little bit of sandstone too. And some copper lanterns. Okay. Let's poke our head in. In fact, was I collecting supplies here by chance? I was. Okay, cool. That's a good start. We're going to need some levers, so let's check if we have any levers in here. We do not. So let's grab some cobble. Make ourselves a couple of levers. Do we have any sticks? Not in here, but I think I had some over here. We'll make a couple of those, and we'll just make the full stack. We never know what we're going to need over there. And I think we're going to do a storage room below. I think that's what I was talking about last time. Okay, so we got those. That'll allow us to build, I think, the majority of things. Well, we'll just go ahead and grab all this. Oh no, the sand. Oh yeah, I didn't get the sand. Do I have sand? I have a little bit of sand. So maybe we should go do that. Go stockpile up a little more sand so we can do like sandstone and whatnot. Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll go visit the, do I have a shovel? I don't have my shovel on me. Do I have a shovel? I do, I have some full shovels. So we'll take these 2 shovels and go gather some sand. Go head down to the dock. Eventually I want to replace all the lanterns for copper lanterns as well. Lots of copper in the world. This feels so slow. Oh man, playing like modded stuff versus vanilla is such a heavy contrast. Because a lot of the modded stuff that you have a chance to like affect your stats. Quite often speed is one of the stats that gets affected a lot in modded stuff. Mod packs. So I'm used to zip around like a crazy person. Let's fix this. Still feel like my sounds are super quiet. I don't know, maybe might be good for you guys, but for me it seems super quiet. Might have to do some sound tests. Got our birch boat down here. We do have some sand there. I don't know if I want to get the sand that's right there, or if I want to go elsewhere. I probably should have got a new shield. If I come across the drown, it's not going to be pretty. Alright, let's kind of go down the river a little ways, but we should sleep while we're not too far out. That's also another thing. The modded stuff I feel like so much more powerful. For this I am very... I have to be extremely cautious to keep myself from dying. Don't want to lose the 500 days worth of almost... Well, we're on to the next day now, aren't we? Yep. 550 days is coming up. That's crazy. Okay. We're going to kind of head down the river here. See if this river goes very far. And we're going to try to get some sand a little bit further from the base. Which, yeah, okay, maybe it will. I don't really want to get the sand that's underwater. Just because that's going to be hard to dig up. I guess we could use this area. That's actually a reasonable area. There's actually a little bit of sandstone there. We can steal that. And one random piece of sandstone here, which I guess it could have been a very fancy block, you know? A rarer block. Do, do, do. You know, I think it'd be nice if, whenever someone did their first message in the stream, like a pop up on the screen. Let's look at that. I know there's another, like a bot that I need to set up too, that supposed to do some really nice stuff, but I've not really been doing the streamer job, so to speak. Focusing on that aspect of it. Oh, I was like, look, I saw Tenro's 60 bits that he donated. That was like forever and ever and ever ago, I'm pretty sure. He's still the top bit donator. He hasn't been in the stream in ages. Okay. Gotta keep an eye out. I don't know if there's a little bit of sand there I almost missed. I don't imagine we're gonna get hit by drowns in this area because it's not as deep. Over by the docks is definitely a dangerous spot though. We have to, for sure, keep an eye out in that area. I think we're good for the most part in this river, unless it's like nighttime. Actually not too familiar with exactly the spawn conditions of drown. I kind of imagine there's a certain like level, certain depth. Okay, I swear I picked up that sand. Did I not just like swim right up to that? Is it just a visual glitch and I'm crazy? Nope. Okay, we got it this time. Okay. That's one stack so far. We can go ahead and just convert that straight into sandstone, actually. Should see if we can get like a whole stack of sandstone. At the very least, that should be enough for the build. Kind of like the when in doubt, grab a stack, you know? A music mix always makes me laugh though, because you got this super chill, relaxed stuff, and then you'll have like the, I don't know how to explain it, the like the kawaii stuff where it's like super hippity hoppity. A lot of energy. Oops. Goodbye, boat. Wait, boat, where'd you go? Am I just like not paying attention? Like, I'm missing all these sand blocks. Okay, we're at 34 so far. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Ooh, that's a... I just thought of an interesting potential redeem I could add later. I had to like stay awake for a whole night, since I always sleep through every single night. That could be a good one. Do, 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 do. The weapon switching one doesn't really get used much, but I guess there is the... Oh, that reminded me, I do need to lower the overall redeem here. For this community challenge that we're working on. Okay. We're getting it down. It is currently at... Oops, did I add an extra 0 on that? I did, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 1, yeah, okay. It's currently to 235,000. It's crazy. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. I just thought I saw something over there in the tree. Okay. This has got to be getting us pretty close, right? Still quite a ways off, actually. Guess we do have to technically dig up 4 full stacks of sand before... Oh, a full stack. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Is that a sheep? There's a sheep in there. It's the sheep cave. do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. 52, we're getting close to a full stack. Just a little more to go. Do, do, do. Okay. 16 more should get us there, right? Yeah. Do, 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 do. Oh. Okay. That gets us our stack. Oops. Pressing the wrong buttons there. And I'll head on back to the base. See if there's any other materials we need to grab. I don't like this part of the river. It is quite scary. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. What time does it get? Do, 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 do. About now. There we go. Go ahead and update our day. Next day will be 550. Guess you can take this with us in case we need it. Is there anything else we need? I don't know. I don't feel like that's quite enough birch. At least for the shelves, maybe? I don't know. Could be okay. And we do have a bunch of birch over there we could chop down if we need to. And we can take the copper axes with us. So if we need to do any wood chopping, we have axes available. My fingers don't like it today. Let's see, I want to make sure I have my screenshot available. I know I took one somewhere. Is this one? Yeah, there it is. Okay, got that up for reference. Glass. Oh, glass. I didn't think about that. No glass in here? Not really. I might have smelted some down though. I guess you can check. Let's check our smelter outside. Do 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 do. Well, we don't really have much glass in here. Yep. I probably should have got more sand just so I could have that, but oh well. Always smelt this down and hope there's enough. Hey, Knockout, welcome to the stream. How you doing?
Welcome, Knockout 3514.
Have any glass in here? Not much in here, honestly. Not too shabby. Eating some dinner? Nice. What you having today? Just gonna make this our golem chest for now, I guess. I can go in the wood chest. I think we actually have a spot for that. Should have put most of that somewhere. This stuff, I guess we can just kind of leave. Sure. Name tags are just kind of useless, honestly. So I bought a cucumber, cut it in half, and then scooped out the middle. Then I put cooked rice on it and shrimp. Oh, nice. It does sound pretty good, actually. Let's see. This is like my general resources. I don't really have a spot for like copper building blocks, do I? Oh, I do, right here. So that can go in there. We have nether brick in here. Bamboo and stuff. Okay, bamboo. It's a little weird, but it's nice and light and quick. It doesn't sound like it's too bad. They're quite refreshing, I imagine, too. Okay, and then I guess name tags. I don't really know where to put the name tags, to be honest. Not really a good spot for them, and they're kind of just not going to do much. I guess I can put them with the flint. Do 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 do. Well, what can we do while we're waiting for this glass? In fact, it might actually be just about done. Yeah, it's pretty close. 37's not gonna get us very far. 39. Yeah. Turn that into glass panes. Oh no, actually, that might be enough. Okay, I think I have enough resource. Oh wait, no, I need hives, don't I? Ew, I forgot about those. I need beehives. So we also need to restock on honeycomb anyways. So we're gonna head over. Or unless I already placed those? I can't remember if I already placed them. Either way, I'll end up with more. So we can make sure our chunk is still loading properly. It's like it is actively going, so factory is still just chicken away, taken away. Words are weird. Yep. That's a good amount. Get started. Our 500-day bee. Oh, I like this bee. Do I even have like wood? I don't really have much as far as like wood supplies, do I? Not really. It's all been turned into things unused. It's just kind of silly. Oh, well. I'll have to figure that out. Put this away for now. Okay. I need planks, so I guess I gotta chop some wood. And we're gonna need some birch either way, probably. Guess we could chop down one of these spruce trees, because that also gives us a decent amount of wood. I like that idea. Let's go ahead and chop this one down. That's right next to the bee. Yeah, we do actually need quite a few shelves for the build. Alright, also need a birch button, but we have birch. Got a full stack of sandstone. We got the stone cutter in our bundle. So we may actually be just about there. We got the terracotta, we got the glass. Just make those couple of copper lanterns, and I think we'll be set. And then the honey, or the beehives, go on there, on the side rails. I think that's good. Yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And I think we'll start doing our every 50-day sign inside our bee here. So once we hit that 550, so the next day, we're going to put that sign in there, which we'll have to bring us back here. Now, do I want to try to mimic that exactly? If that's the case, I'm gonna need some oak at the very least. And then one day we'll have warped wood on top there. So let's go chop some oak then. Do I actually have oak really anywhere? It's raining. The sun's about to go down. Is it a regular rainstorm or is it a thunderstorm? Okay, we do have a bit of a forest in this direction, so we could go over here. Do, 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 do. And one day that copper bridge will be really cool. It's not today. Okay, we're just gonna start chopping down this tree from the top here. Do, 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 do. That's the main log, yeah. Okay. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Okay, I think I got all the logs out of here. Oh, there was one hiding. Okay, I think that's good. And I guess a decent amount of oak, though I do gotta remember trapdoors are absurdly expensive. Requires way too many resources for what they are. Okay, we should be able to get our day ticked on over to 550. Crazy. Do, 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 do. Ah. I got sending pictures of the tasty foods. Okay. Here we are. Day 550. Okay, let's go ahead and go get ourselves a sign set up in the bee. Do we happen to have any signs already like made? Might just do a spruce one then. Let's see if we have any hiding in here. I guess we do have hanging signs. This could be fun. Could make that a thing. So we could do like a whole bunch hanging down. So it does have less text though, which we did do this one, so... Oh wow, look at that. That was in February. It's been 3 months. And we've gotten through 50 days. That's crazy. Oh look, there's a bit of aging happening. I guess we'll just start here. So we're on a day... So... Reached... Day 550. And it is... 6:34 p.m. on... What is that? 5/13/26. There we go. Our first mark. In fact, I guess I could just do this. And then we can just come in here and fill them in. That's not what I wanted that to do. Can I get this on there easily? Probably from here. That's so hard to do this correctly. The easiest thing is going to be just to knock this copper block out, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. I'll put the sign on there. There we go. Okay. Now that that is done and out of the way, we can clean up our inventory here. And then we can head over with the building supplies and get built what we can. Oh, I did want to... Right. But I need this. So we're going to turn that into this plank. So I think we'll do a big chunk of that. I don't know how many of these I actually need. I guess I could check before I get too carried away. How many did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 14 hives and 12 of the other things. Okay, 14, huh? Okay, so do that. That gives us 14 of those. And we can put the rest of this away. We can turn this all into oak. And then make a bunch of trapdoors. That's plenty. Okay. Right. Oak goes here. Spruce goes here. Okay. We don't really need the honeycomb at the moment, but we'll just take 4 with us. I tried to sort the inventory. It doesn't work that way. Ooh. My back is not liking me at the moment. Okay. we'll take what we have here and we'll get built as much as we possibly can with the supplies that are here. Okay. Get a little hydrate and we'll head on over. I definitely, at some point, want to do a redesign of that. So we can like press a button and it'll spit out a minecart for us, and when we come back it will drop it out. There's the new bunnies. I love the new bunnies. They're so adorable. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I think this is one of my favorite songs in my playlist, for sure. Bunny, bunny, bunny. Do 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 do. Alright, I forgot to bring the signs here, because I need to put in signs so the water goes just into that one spot. Maybe I could adjust the ones I have here, possibly? I can't remember what I've done. Okay, we just put like 3 of them in a row right there, apparently. Sorry, I got a phone call. No worries, not too much. I just got some more supplies, so I'm ready to try to build out this station here. Oh, and I put the 555-day sign inside the bee. So now that's officially there, since we hit that checkpoint. Okay, let's go on, head down into here again. I don't really have a good way in here right now. Just gotta drop in, I guess. Okay, so we have... falling in a hole. I guess there, we can call that good. So now we officially technically have full. Oh gosh, that scared me. Man, the day that the inevitable happens in this world, I will be so sad. I'm already very satisfied with the current standing of the project, let alone what it will potentially come later. Okay, so we're gonna start with a little bit of birch. Do I figure out how to approach this. Best way to approach it. Because it should have these on each of the corners. And then it's just gonna be these, I think, all the way along. Oh, that was my path in there. Okay. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Okay, and then on the outside of that, we're gonna have beehives, and I'm gonna jump in the hole because I am a scrub. I don't actually remember. What did I have on the side? Did I take any side pictures of this thing? Okay, good, I did. Kinda. Not enough though. I can't really see what I did in between each thing. Was it just oak? Oh, there was chests, but no, that's below hoppers, which is below the beehives. Do I have any screenshots that I can see that with? Uh-oh. Give me a second here. I'm gonna have to figure out where those are at. Otherwise I have to go all the way back over there, so I don't want to have to do that if I don't have to. Do I have any pictures that have, or any screenshots that has the side of the rail station? So I know what it looks like. Okay, here we go. This one is when I had dispensers. Okay, so it's birch. It's a birch plank with a oak trapdoor. Okay, good. So it's gonna be alternating these. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side here. We're gonna need to get some birch in here as well to fill in. I don't have to worry about falling in like I've been doing last couple times here. Gotta make sure we're paying attention to where we're going so we don't just like fall off the edge or something. Okay, there's all those. And we can do our oak trap doors on all the birch. And then I think I just have... No, that's gonna be terracotta there, isn't it? Yeah. That's where the terracotta goes. Just gonna fill in those corners. I forgot to do the copper lantern. It's unfortunate. We'll just have to go back for that. Alright, didn't I also do... I had area. That's the wrong button. I did not want to press that. No, Copilot. I was not looking to talk to you. Thanks. I don't need your assistance in any way. Okay, yep, we did do a... it's fine. One of those right here. And back. Poor Copilot, yeah. Welcome back, Exod. We're just getting started on the station build here. Okay, and then it looks like I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high on these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can grab our glass panes. Can't reach. What? My mom is building a station. I don't think so. I'm pretty confident she's not. Oh, did I? Oh no! We don't have silk touch yet. Can't be doing any of that shenanigans. Okay, so I do have to consider, oh, thank you, Excel, for contributing to the community challenge. Appreciate that. We are gonna need, let's get that now found. These are gonna go up to here. And we can do this. Do, do. Do, 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 do. Yeah. Hopefully we have enough terracotta. Gonna need to make a little more of the birch here. Do, do. Okay. Now we want to rotate our other picture, which shows us the interior. So I know what I'm looking for here. So I think... Ah, yes. Oh, there's a whole bunch of birch signs and trapdoors I didn't think about. Ooh. Didn't know you were here. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and just do this layer for now. And then we'll come back with the other stuff in a little bit here. Do, 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 do. You're multitasking? Multitasking, aka distracted. But it's fine. Did you guys know you could use a bed to reduce fall damage? Do, do, do. Do, do, do. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Do, do, do. Uh-oh, glass is getting low. We're like Kennison, but typing is difficult and multitasking. Yeah, can imagine. I don't know if you could really call that multitasking at that point. Do you have to ignore one task or the other? I think it no longer qualifies. Is it not time to sleep yet? Nah. Do, do, do. But now, is it nighttime now? Can't see the sun because of the rain, but it seems slightly dark. But not too dark, I guess. Do, do. That's not what I wanted. Okay, thank you. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. On the next stream, I might focus on trying to get the warped wood unlocked. That would be good. It'd be really cool too if I could sit down and make a data pack that kind of makes these personal roles kind of enforced. Like I've mentioned it before in the past. But it could be cool to find somebody to help me with that in the future. To try to replicate them as much as possible. Could definitely do the like disabling recipes and stuff. That's not too difficult. And I think for example, unlocking something like warped wood is a good way to look at it, where you can't use certain materials that are in a biome until you've visited the biome, so you can use like the check that comes from the advancement to like have adventure time. You could use that to basically prevent the player from using anything until they've gone to the biome to like unlock it, so to speak. Do 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 do. Okay. Oh, I didn't do my trapdoors on this side. Let's go ahead and do those real quick. That's a torch. Do do. Alright, I have supplies here. I forgot I have a whole bunch of stuff over here. And a whole bunch of levers. Who would have thought? Oh, and I already had hives and some more terracotta. Okay, I didn't... Oh, and a bunch of sandstone. I already had a bunch prepped. Well, that was silly of me. That's fine. Okay. We got some progress going here. Was there a bunch of birch in there as well? That's the only thing I'm really lacking is birch, huh? A little bit here. And we have more glass, too. Okay, should have considered this place before I went and gathered a bunch of stuff. Is it time to sleep yet? Like, I would like to sleep. I don't want to risk scary things coming out, but we'll just have to live with it for now. Okay. Oh, is this different than... Hold on a minute. Oh no, okay. I was doing it correctly. I just like for a second there I thought it was different, but I was pretty confident that I made this the exact same size. Okay. And then trapdoor, trapdoor, trapdoor. We need a couple more. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 more trapdoors at least. And our birch wood is dwindling swiftly. Okay. That might have been one too many. It was indeed. Okay. Well, we have extra birch trapdoors, which we will need, actually, in other spots. The birch signs, on the other hand, that's going to be... Okay, we do have materials we can use. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. It's getting toasty now. I do not like the warmer weather coming around, to be honest. It's not comfy being in the heat. Sleepy time now? You know, it's not even that hot in here either. Just barely getting toasty. Just barely. Okay, so we don't want fence post there, fence post here, one here and one here. And then above those is where our sandstone walls are gonna go. Let's put those right up there. By the way, you're not a fan of the heat? Yeah. How's this? How are all the sounds today? I hope everything seems pretty good. I think what you guys hear is a bit different than what I hear. So sometimes I'm not 100% sure if it sounds good or not. Because I like tweak stuff for what is getting broadcast. Okay, so we do need 2 more trapdoors, so we actually didn't end up making too many extras, which is good. Good? Okay, everything's good. Music, Minecraft sounds, all that. Everything seems good. Okay. So, next we're going to have all of our fence gates and fences there. So we have a fence going every other, or yes. Okay, every other. Yep, okay. So centered. And then the other 2 center pieces there and there. Now I can sleep, right? Yes, there we go. Update our day count. Okay. Do we have fence gates already in here? We do not, so we're gonna have to make fence gates. Okay. It's a little hard to hear the music, but that's because it's raining. Okay. So if I maybe turn down the weather just a bit, that'll make it sound a little better. Okay. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. And also some songs are a lot quieter than others, so that will affect it sometimes as well. Definitely gonna need more of those, but it's a good place to start. Okay, so 5, 6, 7. So we need 9 more of those. Can't believe we're building in a different location. That is crazy. Like, this is actually a really big accomplishment for this world. Oh, I have fence gates right here. I am silly. I have so many fence gates. Guess that's what happens when you don't play in a world for a while and then you come back and you don't remember any of the things that you have. Okay. That gets those in place. Let's take a look at our reference picture here. Now it looks like there's a layer of a bunch of just planks on top of that. We're gonna need more birch planks. Could probably get away with doing like that. We're gonna need some sort of way to get up on top here. So I think what I'll do is just make a temporary stair here. Okay, so I'm gonna jump up here. I did turn down the music earlier though because it was like for me it was way too loud, but now it's decent. Sounds like more of background music than, you know, everything I'm hearing. Like I can actually hear the villagers too, which is good. I definitely need to be able to hear the game sounds. So I'll just bump this up just a hair. Maybe like 80%. It'd be good to have that all available. Okay, now what did I do on the rooftop here? Looks like I did too high. Yep, that's good. Because then I had a bunch of shelves that kind of run along the side of this one. And those were in between my like sandstone arches that I did. Oh, there's a snowy biome over there. I don't know if I actually, other than the mountain that I've seen, I didn't know that was there. But this is an area that I may have traveled like super early on in this world, which I don't remember any of that at this point. So there could be stuff that like I come across that I totally forgot existed. Okay, we'll put that there for now. That's a temporary. We do want to grab our stone cutter. We're going to need that for our sandstone, because we're going to need a couple of these. I think 8 of those. And 8 of, or 4 of those is a good start. Yes. Actually, no, I do 3, 6, 9, 12 of those. Okay. Because then we have these here. And here, and we do 1, 2, 3. And those are wherever these spots are. So do 1, 2. Up over here. Okay. Nightbot doing its thing. Good job, Nightbot. You get to continue to have your job. Okay. So that's pretty good. And we want to do birch buttons. Oh, those are birch buttons. Or those oak. No, they're birch. Okay. Now, can I just like... Where did that go? Did it go where I wanted it to? I can't even see where that would have went. Okay, I think it did. Cool. That actually makes that really easy. Okay. Have a look at what we got so far. Yep, birch buttons are where they need to be. So now I just need the trapdoors. So 8 more trapdoors.
Squeaks happily grubby here. The stream will be back soon, so get ready for more fishy fun. Who wants to claim a fish? Sub or gift one to join the splashing.
Splashy splashy. That's not the direction you're supposed to go. Come here. Do 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 do. My question is, do I make a journal here, or do I have to go back to the spawn every time I want to write a journal entry? Do 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 do. I don't think this is enough shelves, so we'll probably have to make more. Do 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 do. Definitely not enough. Okay. So we're gonna need, what is that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more? 9 more of those. Do we even have enough birch for that? Let's see. 6, 12, 18, probably. That's, if we do that, that's 6, and then I think we do this. That'll be enough. Do 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 do, and then we just need the copper lanterns, and I think we'll have at least the base design replicated for this. So maybe we'll actually go work towards unlocking the workwood. That might be a good idea. Might be a good idea. So we can get a bunch of roofs and stuff in place. Or I could potentially try to consider the first build for this village, which I think is going to be, which should probably be the bank. Because we want to have our vault where we have to deposit the emeralds, and we also want to be able to unlock stuff. I got to get that whole like base concept sorted out. I'll leave these there for now, just so we have all this available. We'll grab our pickaxe. We'll put that in our bundle for now. That will also keep this in our bundle, since this is an extra one. Keep pressing all the wrong buttons. Okay. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Alright. So, what I want to consider... I have a bow, but I have no arrows, so like, why do I even have the bow on me? So we have our station as far as it can go, because this is going to be warped wood up there. So I guess we could... Oh, I forgot to change it. That's why there's this lever. This is to travel away. And we can kind of have a look from there. Yeah, we'll definitely have to figure out a face for that, which we can go back and check on the spawn one and see what that looks like. Which we have a screenshot of it, so we already kind of know what it looks like, so we haven't made a face for that. I think I'm gonna have to consider that. What am I going to do for that to make sense? Ah, yes. I know we have signs in there. Did I just not do it in the right spot? Might need to pull it over one. Weird. I'll have to double check why my signs are doing something different here than... or the water's doing something different here than there. I guess that's another thing we could design as these, but I'm not ready to get into those quite yet. I had a vague idea of what I wanted to do with them, but I have not thought very in-depth about those yet. I almost kind of imagine like the ski lift kind of concept where it has like a little housing. So some sort of house there. House looking structure that you can kind of walk in and out. If you want to exit, you can actually just jump off. Because this could work as another like station as well. There's supposed to be a creeper in the cloud somewhere, in some place, but I'm not sure where that'd be. I don't know the details of that. Oh, I just thought about something that could be cool, because the new geysers that they're adding with the sulfur caves, it can propel entities. So I might use those for these instead of the water stream. So it doesn't have like a forward momentum though, so we could definitely do something with them at some point. I'll have to mess with that when it comes time to get those. I probably should have left all this stuff over there, but you know, it's okay. So it could be cool to have the geysers be the upward momentum, but we can use the geysers as like a quick elevator. That might be a thing to do. In fact, I could probably do that. Ooh, maybe I'll do that at some point with the factory. Like how we can get up to that second floor. Use a geyser. Could be pretty fun. Right, I haven't done this yet because I also wanted to integrate a roof on top of this as well, this part of the rail. At least I was thinking about it. I don't know what I'll do for sure. Because if I cover this whole thing, it's going to give you a very different like view and experience. So I kind of like it being somewhat open. So I may have to like do maybe like periodic coverings every so often, just have like a little housing spot. That's rude, skeleton. It's very rude. Okay. Okay. Oh, we're on to the next day as well. I'll have to update that here in a second. Okay. Well, I guess since we're here, we'll just unload our random stuff, and we can always take it back over there if we need to later. Terracotta, do you have a home? You do not currently, but I could put you with the clay. Oh, you do. You're with the clay, which makes sense. Alright, I think what I would like to do is look at the situation for our rail towards the warped wood. So let's go check out the nether here. Though a backup shield would be a great idea. We should get a backup shield done before we get too carried away. Now we have some supplies here, we can actually do some stuff like that. What is it? I forget how much it is. For some reason the shield is always a weird... Like I know the recipe, but it's... Okay, so it's 6 planks. 6 planks. I always feel like it should be 7 for some reason, but... Like, you know what, we can keep that in our hotbar. That would be a good one to have in our hotbar for the nether instead of our bed, because the bed would be goodbye world. So, we'll avoid that. But I built that village station much quicker than I was expecting. We're already 1 hour in, so let's kind of get a good idea of what it's going to require to get the warped wood unlocked. We do have quite a bit to do, so... Okay. So what we need to do is we need these supplies, which I guess we can kind of verify where our supplies stand. We have a lot. We actually still have a decent amount of amethyst. I think that's going to be the first thing that's going to run out. I don't think nether brick's going to be too much of a concern. The mangrove might be. Oh, yeah, that's our supply. Copper. Copper could also be an issue. So we might have to go mining for copper. Because I know we've dug a basic tunnel so that we can at least understand how far we need to go with this design. Oh, I do need to honeycomb this whole thing. Because I plan to have it be this one. The weathered, I think it is. Well, getting a sign above our gold farm could be cool too, or even decorating it with something. Maybe we can get like a wall of gold or something. I don't know. What can we do to signify this as gold? Maybe just I kind of want to do a 9x9 of gold. So I'm just gonna like pull this out. So we want to have a 9x9 of gold blocks in there at some point. And we can put a sign up and just put gold farm. I like that idea. We'll do that. Okay, so here is the current situation as far as reaching our warped wood. It is a considerable amount of blocks. In fact, it would probably take us more than just the remainder of the stream today. Definitely more. It might be 2 or... well, actually... it's not that far, because this is where we need to get to. And then we just need to get down. Which maybe we could have these somehow be our way down. And we don't actually know how much of the warped is in this area. Gas? Don't attack me, please. Okay, yep, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get geared, we're gonna get supplies ready. So we can get warped wood unlocked as well, so we can actually get some roofs on our stations. It's a decent distance, but I don't think it's too unreasonable. Okay, so... yep, we're missing a little bit of amethyst there. We haven't done this at all. Okay. We might need to get a bunch of blackstone as well. Blackstone and copper might be our two biggest ones. The amethyst we can get down in our mine as well. So we could like get some amethyst, mine some copper, get some amethyst. So we might be doing copper mine today. Because it is a lot of copper. We do also need to get glow lichen. Actually, we need a higher level than glow lichen, I think. I might have to do like glow lichen across this whole thing. Have to consider that. Okay, so what do we need? I guess we could kind of give ourselves a couple of each thing that we're after. So we know exactly what supplies we need to be getting. Basalt I'm not too worried about because I know where to get that easy, and honeycomb I'm also not too concerned about because we have the thing running. Okay. Where are you at, skeleton? Okay, not where you can see me. Cool. Okay. Anything else to consider? We need more nether brick, probably? Not too much. Okay, so this is the supplies we need, and we will need honeycomb, which we can and honeycomb blocks, which we can deal with later, but we should also probably just put that in our inventory, so we're... no, we got plenty. We have tons of that right now. In fact, that's probably our biggest supply right now, is specifically that. And we need copper for the copper torches. Okay, so we've sorted out what we need. We're going to go ahead and swap this. So we can go back to the overworld now. So we know kind of what we need to do. So we can go to our project chest, which is kind of what that one chest has become. It's a little bee. What's your favorite part of Minecraft? What's my favorite part of Minecraft? Oh, that's a good question. What could I say is my favorite part? I like the building, but it's very involved. Not dying? As far as hardcore, yes. My favorite part of, I would say dying is probably my least favorite aspect of the game, honestly. Because whenever I have a modded playthrough, or if I'm playing where I can't die, I just enjoy it a lot more, but I do enjoy the, like, survival aspect of trying to outdo the game, you know? I do find that kind of fun. Okay, we're just gonna take these supplies out of the way here. And I think what we just want to do is try to fill out these stacks, would be the idea. Okay, so we know what we're after. We're gonna go after some copper for now. And to go after copper, in fact, we don't have what we need in here. It would be better if we did cut copper, because it's more resource efficient, but we've already kind of gone with the not, because I think we don't want it to be, like, this has become a pretty signature architecture for this world, so we're gonna stick to these. Okay, so we're gonna go after copper. So we want copper pickaxes, because we're gonna go digging. We'll need... Are we gonna need axes for that one? I don't think we need axes for the copper mine. So purely pickaxes would be good. Shovels would be good for digging. So I think we can get away with just taking these, and I think we'll need... Do we need shears? I'm trying to remember exactly. Guess we'll just go down and investigate. Get ourselves updated on what we're doing. We got so many of these paths that are just, they're not decorated. It's bugging me, they're not decorated. And I'm probably going to complain about this one forever and ever until I finally actually do something with it. And then even after I do it, I'll probably still be like, it took me forever to figure this out, and then, you know, still complain about it. I don't know, cobble actually looks decent in here. Like, making this all the same material could be cool, but also, like, ooh, doing it like based on a different depth. So as you get deeper, it changes. Okay, so I do know that there is... there any copper supplies in here? What was... Nah. Got a little bit of copper torch in there. There's not much in here. I didn't even think about tool. Oh, we should have tools here. Though we don't have our golems to help us out anymore. Do we have anything in here that we need? Not really. Okay. So how are we on pickaxes then? We do need to restock our guys in here as well. So we'll take these with us. So we know for sure we're gonna need more of those. Okay, let's go investigate our copper mine. I know we used a lot of diorite, so that's gonna be... in fact, we might need that from this storage. But let's see what we've kind of got set up over here. Ah, yes, bamboo was one of the main things. Okay. Bamboo signs and bamboo buttons, which we do have a decent amount in here. And I think we should probably make a storage room for this particular mine level. So I might even just like dig this out and make a storage room. Look at that, we found some iron. Nifty. And we're getting more diorite, which we'll need. We have our stone cutter on us, so we can do some more stuff with that if we need to. Okay, and I think if we go this far over, we can do a couple of double chests here and just get that, like a basic storage started here. So we'll need to grab some wood so we can have some chests in here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's a pretty good start. That'll give us a whole bunch of double chests we can put in here. So we'll just take out this section up here. Okay. And we'll stack double chests. It's gonna be what? 8 on each side, 8 times 3. Like 24 double chests, I think, in here. That would be plenty of storage. We do have a stone cutter down here because we'll need one. So I guess the stone cutter could go kind of in the, just kind of sitting here. In fact, maybe we'll put it in the wall. Kind of like that. Sure, we could do that. And maybe even put the torch. That's fine. There we go. And you as well. We should move you. I didn't bring an axe because I'm a scrub. I will need an axe. So we can bring an axe down once we go back up and get stuff we need. Okay, and just for now, we'll just toss some cobble into that. And this can go on the floor. Or I guess we could put it here. Yeah, so like a little workstation there if we need to do anything. Okay. And we want to bring more bamboo wood down as well. So we need bamboo wood, and we need chests. Bamboo wood and chests, and an axe. But we will need a bunch of honeycomb. When I think about it. We gotta like fill that in. Basically like that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, honeycomb. We also need those, which we have bones to be able to bone meal that. We can go ahead and just get a good supply right now. Okay. Shift click. The mid shield's obnoxious, man. Oh yeah, I think we have a... Was there a spawner? No, it's down on our gold mine that we have a spawner. We are on the right day count, yep. I'm gonna go ahead and just update the title since it is Copper Mine, what we're doing. Alright. Got a good supply of those. We have some more bones, we can bring bones down. Oh, we have a decent amount of bamboo wood, but it would be worth grabbing some more. Okay, so bamboo wood, and an axe, and a bunch of chests. And this guy, pop it.
Twist it.
Oh wait,
Pull it.
his weapon is gone.
Spin it.
Or did I never give this guy a weapon? I thought I gave him something. Can you pick that up? No? There we go. There, now he's a little miner. You hold on to that copper pickaxe for me. Look at this is such a like a unique mob if you look at him. He's got a shiny golden helmet. He's got copper pickaxe, a shield. It's way too big for him, and it just goes on his shoulder. It's like a shoulder. I think I'm gonna give this guy netherite boots at one point. That'd be really funny. You know what? I'm gonna put this just like right here for now. So if we ever do need more of that, we can just have them. I guess we have them technically in the other spot. This will be fine. We'll do that. Okay. Do we have any of the supplies we need here? We're after bamboo, and we're after an axe, and we're after chests, which we don't really have. Do we have any wood supply in here? I don't think we did. I think this is all purely stuff that we pulled out of the mines. We can always come back for more of that later if we need to. Okay. Can we sleep? We can indeed. We're gonna make a bamboo. Oh, we'll probably make a couple stone swords and go chop down the little bamboo. Convert it all into more wood. So how's everybody doing with the midweek so far? Doing well? Yes. Well, things are not going too well. I hope that they get better. The weirdo dude came over our gate on our land on a Segway. Oh, that just seems really random. I just realized how much iron is in this thing. Look at all that iron. So many hoppers. I do want to do this design though, because I like the arch that this creates. Oh, I don't have trapdoors on this side. Oops. I'll fix that later. He was selling services, supposedly, but an open gate with a cattle guard is not an invitation. I assume you meant closed gate, but... Or was it open for stuff you guys are working on? Oh, right. I think I also want to have glow icon on all of those at some point. There's a lot of little things to do. Okay, so let's not get distracted. We came up here to acquire bamboo. I guess we'll just store the diorite in here. We could always come up here if we really need that little bit of diorite. Oh, you're not taking them? Didn't realize how busy I'd be without them. I'd rather do it right than be open. Yeah, it makes sense. You didn't mean open gate. Okay, just because it's open doesn't mean you can come. Yeah, that's true. Yep, makes sense. Okay. Bamboo. We do have some in here. Okay, we'll grab that in a bit, but we want to grab some cobble. So we're gonna make some cobbly stone swords, and we're gonna use those sticks in here. We do not. Sticks. We should have spruce. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and make a couple stone swords because we're gonna absolutely obliterate them. It's not going to last very long at all. It's not like it's another house you can ring the doorbell. He had to ride his Segway over a cattle guard plus 30 acres just... Oh wow, he went that far. That just seems kind of silly. We'll put the pickaxes away temporarily, as well as our bow, which we're not even using, so might as well just leave it in there. So we have supply space. In fact, do we make another? Let's make one more sword. We're definitely going to go through those. Okay. I'm busy living on a Segway. Or doesn't he have his own car? I don't have my own car. Not necessary, but a Segway would be way cheaper than actually having a vehicle. So you probably just buy it once and then you're good, right? Probably have to like charge it. Gas is expensive, yeah. And then insurance on top of that too. And then you have repairs, like vehicles ain't cheap, man. I think a vehicle is a major luxury for people. Oh yeah, but I mean a vehicle seems better for a business because you can have your humongous logo on it. That's true. On any company. I guess it depends on the company, yeah. If it's like a big name company, they might provide company vehicles. Like I have a company car that I drive for delivering pizza. But like any like little mom and pop pizza place would never. Hey Lou, welcome to the stream. How you doing, man? It's been a while. Good to see ya.
Welcome Lou_zer.
I like the is that a cheesy face? Snapping their fingers. How are we doing on bamboo? That's a decent amount of bamboo, but it's not enough bamboo. Okay. It's definitely not enough bamboo. It's never enough. And we can convert a little bit we got down here. Okay, that's actually a pretty decent amount of bamboo, though it converts into 2 planks each. It's not going to be a lot supply-wise, but that's okay. Okay. Put all these away. We'll take an axe down with us. And grab all our pickaxes. I didn't realize that was turned. I actually like how that is. It looks better turned that way, I think. What you been up to, Lou? Haven't seen you in a little bit. Hope life and all the stuff is going well for you. Okay. We wanted bamboo, we wanted an axe, and we wanted chests. I should not forget the chests. 16 is not quite enough to fill up the storage room, but that's a good enough start, right? Yeah. I don't think we're going to fill up too much. We always come back for more later if we need to. Honeycomb blocks? Do we want to bring honeycomb blocks down? I think we actually did want more of those, so we'll grab some of those. But we'll double check our factory and make sure we have cleared it out. Some medical stuff, a little bit of gaming here and there, a lot of puppy petting. Oh, okay. Well, I hope the medical stuff has gone well for you and you're doing better. That is never a fun thing to deal with, no matter what it is. I have glass right here too. I should really clean this chest out. As I say, walking away from it and ignoring it. These busy little bees. Okay. There's a lot of really random odds and ends in here. Yes, puppies literally cure diseases. Yeah. Animals are definitely a good thing for people. That's for sure. Okay. We'll take all that supply for now. We can come back later and a little bit later. Do farm animals count as pets? Of course they do. Don't have those either. You don't have any... Oh, it's just a regular farm, like crop stuff, or... Not a animal one? Okay. Stuff. Stuff and stuff needs to go into the storage and things. Okay, I guess glass bottles can go up here. This could kind of be a miscellaneous, I guess. That's what flint can stand for. Dripstone. Yes, the cows broke into the garden last year and it doesn't. Oh, right, I remember you mentioning this. Yeah, the cows are a big no-no. Okay, oh, there's more copper. Trapdoors in there. We have birch saplings. Got the another brick. Campfires, I guess, go in kind of miscellaneous wood supplies. And I think that's good. We can go like this and put that in there. Take out a full stack, and then we can maybe just take those and turn them into blocks as well. There, that's a good supply. I think we're good to head back down. We do want our iron shovel though, before I get too carried away. Okay. Imagine pointing a finger at the cows. Bad moo moo, yeah. Don't eat that moo moo, don't do it. There's one cow though who was such a sweetheart. She would come up and we'd get to pet her. Oh. Oh. That cow wasn't. That was the cow in the selfie stick. Oh, okay. I do recall there was a selfie at one time that had a cow in it. Are we on... We're on the correct day count currently. We're gonna hit 555 here down in the mines while we're making our... We're expanding our copper mine here. I'm sure not so much the side characters, yeah. This little kitten that my mom got is a very lovable little thing. Alrighty. And then we can move this chest into the storage room. We're gonna need to get some other stuff set up here. Okay, and this is the start of our copper mine storage. Guess we could do like bamboo in there. Honeycomb blocks in here. I wonder if bears can be pets. And by bears, obviously, I mean gummy bears. I don't know if gummy bears would be very good pets. I guess they'd be easy pets. You wouldn't have to do much for them. I guess you have to try to stop them from melting. Oh. Why the sad face? I'm a gummy bear. Yeah, that song. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have more or less the stuff that we don't need. This goes, it's just mostly cobblestone. We have bamboo, and I guess we could put the glowberries with the bamboo. That kind of makes sense. We can grab all of this, and then do we have enough space to move all this? We do. Okay, cool. So we can put all of our diorite stuff in here. Okay, and then all of the extra tools that we don't need to have on us immediately can go in there. Okay. I guess I'll put that away as well. Everything we have on us is more or less essentials, so we're good there. And then we can just remove the chest from here, which is supposed to have honeycomb under it that I did not do. Okay. So we take a stack of honeycomb. We'll take both of these. In fact, we'll take 2 stacks of signs. We'll take, I guess, half a stack of the glowberries. And we have those, and I think it's all polished. Oh no, the walls are not, but all the top part is polished. Okay. So we want to actually get a bunch of the polished ones. Let's go for like 2 stacks. I guess we do this, right? We dig a full stack of that and a full stack of walls. And we just go from there. As far as building goes, we have the axe if we need it. That covers most of it. We don't really need torches because we're using the glowberries as our torches. Be right back. Need some tea. Alright, sounds good. That makes me want to. Oh, I forgot the bone meal. That's what I needed. I didn't check if I had any bone meal. Or any bones. I want to run back up for that. We'll double check our storage over here. I could really use a skeleton spawner. So we could farm bones. No bones in here. I guess we could also do a composter and compost some stuff, like get a farm going for composting. Okay, back up. There's some bread here in case we need it. Guess we're going back up to check for bone meal. No, we'll leave this iron here. It might be useful. Yeah. Makes me want to go get my chai tea. I drink that a lot. Probably a little too much. And way too much honey, for sure. I don't recall seeing bones in my storage, so I might have to like come up with it. Boba is pretty good, yeah. Boba tea, like milk tea. That's some good stuff. My question is it scary up there? Is it nighttime? We have to fear for our lives. We do have to fear for our lives. New. Go run straight into the storage here. See if there's... Why does that seem so dark? Huh. I don't think anything can spawn here. Oh, it's open. Okay. So it also has a high amount of lead because people who grow it commercially apparently don't bother to keep lead from being absorbed by the plant. Oh, really? That doesn't sound good. Right, we're checking this chest. We have 47 bones. Okay, that's a decent amount. That means we've actually slain quite a few skeletons. That's a creeper. Run away from the creeper. Don't want to play with the creeper. Nope, 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 nope. Just run, run, run. If you need another random and depressing fact, let me know. How about a happy, exciting, interesting fact? Or a thought-provoking fact? I don't know. I'm just yapping. I cannot stay hydrated when it's just slightly warm, and because of the computer, it just makes my room so much warmer. I have a fan to kind of rotate the air a little bit, but it doesn't do much. Pushing the air around doesn't matter. And like I could open a window, but then outside sounds come into the stream, and I'd just rather avoid those. So I just have to suffer. I'm just kidding. Da 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 da. I like my room cold, so I can bundle in blankets. Yeah. See, my room just can't stay cold because of the computer, and also like the lights and the lights on when I'm streaming. It makes it toasty. That's for sure. Okay, so we did want one of these here, so we have light. Okay, there we go. So now we have all our building supplies. We have the bone meal we need. We can make it as we go. We can start building up the structure for the mine, and we can start digging to get towards more copper. Now, how did I do this again? Okay, so I had one space, so it's 3, and 3. Okay, so this part used to have a gecko who needed his environment to be warm, so my room became the hottest one in the house. His name was Spike. Now he's dead. Oh, sorry. That's no fun when you lose pets like that, but a gecko sounds like it'd be a pretty cool pet to have. Do, do, do. Do, do. Do, 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 do. So we need to assign here, and did I do... Yeah, just the center points. It's basically 4 per section. He was epic. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, and in our buttons, since we're not needing to sleep, I can just do buttons for the other slot here, and we can just fill that out, and then we need a sweet berry here. We can bone mill that so we have light, and get rid of that torch. There we go. Goodness. Ooh. More buildy. And then we have our honeycomb blocks. I guess can replace our food for now. And we know the honeycomb goes every 3 and then a space. I wish I could adjust where my camera's at. I don't like that it cuts me off too much. Like, if I lower it too much more though, then like you see the bed and the dresser and everything. So I have it in just the right spot for the background to be good, but that's about it. Not very good otherwise. Like it's set up to just perfectly frame it. You're right back? Sounds good. Okay, I'm definitely glad I'm doing this project right now because this one's much more relaxing than doing another one. Because you gotta like keep an eye out for dangers, where this is very much a very safe spot to be doing building and such. Okay. We go 1, and then we go 2, and then 3, and then we'll bone mill that one. Alright, did I bring shears with me? I forgot. I wanted shears so that I could, like, do these occasionally. I don't think I did I? I'll have to bring those back down at some point later then. Okay. Do that later. Okay, now it's just digging time. Let's get to chill and do a bunch of digging. In hopes we can find a bunch of copper along the way. We basically do like a 5x5 box, I think it is. Yeah, 5x5 box. Spike is such a common name for reptiles. Yeah. Who was the original Spike? The first one that was called Spike. Okay, I think I want these torches available just so I can like light it up as I go. And then remove the torches as we need. My aunt has a bearded dragon. His name is Spike. That seems like it would make sense for him, or a bearded dragon more than a gecko. Because geckos are, I believe the geckos are, they're like a tropical lizard. But in like a humid environment, I imagine. Because they're not quite, I don't think they're quite amphibious, but I think they still need moisture. They're sticky and slimy. I also do need a lot of copper to have tool supply right now. Maybe I really should focus on the village, but at the same time, I want to have access to some more building materials for the village. I gotta figure out what kind of design, like what theme I'm gonna go for. Guess I could try to go for more basic materials, like a revamped of a Plains village. Just try to add on to the existing concept, like just like a slight upgrade. That could be good because then it wouldn't be too resource intensive. I guess I could have it be similar to the Honeycomb Express. Maybe like the main like station, or like it was based off of that location or something. Like that's where it originated or something. Do 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 do. Copper, copper, copper. I want all the copper. In fact, I should probably set up a bunch of furnaces so I can smelt all the copper. Because I should get a lot of copper from this mine. Unlike the gold mine, which is a deceiving name. Gold mine sucks. I did find us an ancient city, though. So we do have that at least available for us later. When the time comes to utilize that for something. But look at that. Stack and a half of copper with no fortune. I think that's pretty good. We do need to restore our little worker golems so they can help us make some more tools and supplies. In fact, we probably should establish the copper one as well. But it does take a little bit of redstone. A lot of finagling, and I don't want to get into that complex of a project right now. Definitely more content on just digging a hole at the moment. Actually, that's hilarious. Oh, your gecko head spikes? I didn't think geckos were spindly. I thought they were more like closer to a salamander. It was a crested gecko. Okay. That I'm not familiar with. That's probably why I didn't think so. By the way, don't forget to feed the fishies. They are ever so hungry. They appreciate it when you give them foods. I know Grubby would be satisfied to have all her fishies taken care of. Thank you, Knockout. Appreciate it. I actually have a couple other tanks that are just kind of fillers for now. A couple of them are kind of themed just with different things, but they don't have any like decorations. What would the fake fish do without knockout? They would starve and die. They get sick. Though I probably wouldn't let that happen. So I guess I could technically like make that a thing. Because they do get... They'll get sick, and I don't know if... I assume they would die if you didn't take care of their sickness. I haven't let them get to that point, but... Well, it is technically a thing in the game, but I could have like a redeem for people to like... You know, trigger the medicine to like cure the fishies. Though a lot of the stuff like that is like it works for all the fish. I have the right to neglect fictional fish without repercussions. Yeah. They do have some functionality that I could do more with. It's not integrated with like Twitch or anything, like the feed and the collect is, but I kind of wonder if they would do that in the future. I think it'd be kind of cool if they did. Especially if you could like have like a notification so like people can claim the fish and then like they can actually get notifications about them. I know there's a couple of other like commands you could do, but they're not ones that I really want to use. Like I think there's one for actually like selling the fish. There's like a speed up in time, but it's more of a kind of just a fun little display than anything. It's not as interactive as I like it to be. I do wish there was more depth to it for like the viewer interaction. Like having it like integrated with the chat more would be so cool. Like example, like even like the subbing, and then it lets you claim the fish, and like you could do that all on your side. And then once you claim the fish, you get notifications in chat specifically about your fish. I think that'd be fun. But that is not a thing. Okay, we're just gonna store all of our copper in here for now. I guess we'll dump the iron in there as well, so we can kind of just see what we've collected over time here. You love cutie, yeah. Okay, I might need more diorite, but I'm gonna need a lot more just the polished diorite. That is the main building block for this design. No other fish? Yeah. So I guess I don't really need these in my inventory right now if I'm not building, so let's put this stuff away while I just dig a tunnel for a bit. And we'll come back and do some building. We'll dig until we got a full inventory, more or less. And we can put the bones in here to work with that. We have a shovel for digging, and we can grab some more pickaxes because they're getting low. Combine these three. I would like to get enough iron to replace my current armor. That would be good, because copper armor is technically a thing, but I don't feel like it's... I haven't looked at it. I think it's a little less than iron, so it's not really worth going that route. But... Ooh, actually, now that I think about it, we do have a lot of these other stone materials just from simply digging. So I could use granite as part of the first village design. As a kind of like the plains upgrade. Yeah, I think we'll definitely workshop that idea. Kitty would be the first. You feed him, Knockout. Kitty would be okay. There's some gravel. Oh, we have to have permission to talk about Cootie now? That is true. Oh, Knockout feeds the fish almost every stream. By the way, what streak are you on now, Knockout? Wasn't it like 40 something?
Wiggles gills excitedly or, thanks for the reminder.
I'll find out
I'll
Friday.
be back
Okay.
splashing around soon. In the meantime, who wants to claim a fishy?
Fishy.
Make silly bubble noises.
Silly bubble noise. What does silly bubble noises sound like? Grubby, please tell us more. Wasn't it like 40 something? It was around 40, wasn't it? I don't remember what the last one was. I shall see. Indeed. It shall all be revealed 2 days from now. Roughly around this time. When we're going to be fighting the Dweller of Dread in Sea of Stars. Because it'll let me do a spotlight thing for it. Yeah, yeah. I know you can also do the follow witch thing as well, so you can kind of like see how long you've been following. I did rearrange my stream layout a little bit as well, because I was trying to get the bit meter for the sticker party to be in a bit of a better spot. 10 months and 25 days? Wow. Coming up on a year. That's crazy. Have I really been streaming for like a solid year as far as going back to it? Obviously I've had breaks here and there and I had to skip a few here and there, but... And I think what I'll do, speaking of like the challenge that we're working on, the community challenge, I'm thinking once we get underneath the like 100,000, I'll kind of scale it to make sense. Start watching you in lieu of 10. Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right. And he ran away. He left us all behind, and poor Beefcake is crying. In fact, I think I have... Let me check something real quick. Do I have... I might have that. In other words, she's only here until General goes back. Like, no! Okay. Do I have... I want to know if I have this. Give me 1 second. Actually, I sent them to 10-row. So I could check Discord for them. Let me see. Wonder when I did send those to him. Do we have yapped a lot, so I may or may not be able to find them? Let's see. I might need to just check his Discord, then that might be an easier place to find it. I'm looking for a thing. Control it. Control plus F. What? Oh, for finding it. Well, I'm looking for an image, so it's gonna be a little bit harder to track based on a search. I didn't think it was so far back, but apparently it is. Okay, it might just be easier to look in his Discord. What I'm looking for here. Yeah, there we go, this one. I should download these. Let's see if I can add these as emotes really quick. Give me a second. Okay. So let's see. I've got those downloaded. Let me fiddle. I'm gonna fiddle a little bit here on stream and see if I can add some emotes. So I think I have some slots. Which one should we pull out? Or can I add other ones? I could do a standard emote. Let's see if this works. There we go. And then this one. Okay. There we go. Yeah, beefcake! I made these for Tenro back a while back, but he never wanted to use them. Can I do those? Okay, where are they? Oh, do they not? We didn't. We need to refresh, perhaps? Well, they might need to be approved. I added 2 of the beefcake emojis I made for him. You see that one? Okay. So it may take a little bit to get them approved, because it has to go through like an approval system to make sure they're working, or that they're like don't violate any of the like whatever's, I guess. I just saw Lou, you're back. Okay, I need an ultra wide 4K keyboard for an F-37. Yay, the spinny books, spinny journal pages. Might have to look and see if I have a couple other ones I could do. But hey, there we go. In lieu of Tenro not streaming, we now will have beefcake emojis we can use later, once they get approved. I'm not what is known professionally as smart. Oh. I don't think I would ever claim smart as a title for myself. I would prefer saying that I'm more of a clever person, where so I could like look at something or take information and like piece things together and come up with things through like a limited amount of information, not really based off of like facts. Like that is witty. X side is smart. Yep, smart. Smart and witty. You're an intellectual. I feel like Exod and Minecraft have some very similar wit. You eat packaging tape? Why would you do that? I don't imagine it tastes very good. Well versed in sarcasm. I don't know if I feel like I'm as sarcastic enough. You feel like we have a similar wit. Like the way you guys kind of joke around is similar. It's good with tea. Packing tape is good with tea. I don't think I'd recommend that. You see that? Yeah, yeah. Sarcasm is epic. Yeah, it is fun. Though my sarcasm also is like very dry and sometimes hard to like realize if you if you don't know me well enough. You grew up with a 10 roll, yeah, so that makes sense. I don't know if I would say 10 is quite as like sarcastic as I am. And me and Skunky were definitely way more sarcastic than 10. That's a trio that I wish we could get back together and do some stuff, but mine and Skunky's stream schedules are completely different, so it's not likely that we'd end up streaming. We'd have to like plan something. You got a bunch of smart mouse in your family? Yeah. Your environment definitely can affect that, that's for sure. Yay, more copper! You know, I wish I would have put a sign down for when I place those furnaces I have for my little auto smelter system. So I could, like, after a certain amount of time, recover all the XP from it and see how much XP I have generated in that. How much copper are we at now? I'd like to get... I need to get a lot of copper, because every 9 stacks of raw copper is going to be a full stack of blocks. And we're definitely going to need way more than just a stack. We're on day 556. We spent 2 days down in the mine so far. Yeah, we'll do a bit more digging, and then we can do some building here. You know, the amount of digging I do times mine, like 2,000 granite, 2,000 diorite, 2,000 copper ore. Like, it's crazy. Eating pineapple? Ooh, that sounds pretty good. In fact, I think we're... yeah, tons of it. Arguably the best fruit. Yeah, I like doing a smoothie with strawberries, pineapple, mango. I think that's pretty good. I haven't done a fruit smoothie in a while because it takes all the effort to, like, cut up all the fruit and prepare it. So what I would do is I would buy a bunch of fruit and then chop it all up and portion it out into a bunch of bags and then put it in the freezer. Strawberries are your favorite fruit? Nice. Ooh, fresh strawberries. I bet those are really good. This is gonna kind of collect all the other odds and ends that are not stuff we're after right now. Honestly, I kind of would like to fill this double chest with copper ore. So I can put the iron over here, but like a full chest of copper ore would be fantastic. And not too unreasonable. So I do need to get some furnaces set up. So let's do that real quick. Let's see, that's 7 right there? Yeah, let's do 7. We'll make this a little workstation here. With 7 furnaces. And whether we get some coal. There we go. Cobble goes here. Alright, goes there. Okay, we're gonna need to get some of this smelting so we have availability for tools. So let's do that. We also got apples, peaches, figs, pomegranates. Nice. A fan of fruit cocktail with packing tape. I can imagine it like being in like a cocktail glass and you have like the packing tape wrapped around the edge so like it's sitting inside. That's silly. Only half of those are actually mature enough to produce. Okay. Oh, got your favorite in fall. Okay. I don't ever like pay attention to the seasons for like when fruit and stuff and vegetables are available. I don't really eat a lot of fruit and vegetables much. Probably should eat more. Coal. We're after coal. Instead of the salt? Yeah, instead of the salt. Yeah, you can see that. Do we actually have anything for that? We don't really, do we? I had a tiny bit of pomegranate seed thing, but not the actual big fruit. Okay. I need like wood to make charcoal, but 21, that's good enough to... Oh right, I don't have sticks though. We also have currants, gooseberries, and elderberries. Oh nice. Blackberries, raspberries. It's got like a lot of fruit. So it's mainly a fruit farm then, it sounds like. Pomegranate, let me just see. Isn't there actually like the full fruit though, that you get the seeds out of it? Like it's almost like a pouch of seeds, more or less. Because there's got to be like basically like the pod that it's in, right? Webbit! Hi, Webbit! I really like the new Rebbits. They're so good. And I gotta Google it. Oh, hey, look. We do have a composter here. Right, we were composting potatoes to get some more bone meal. Because we could always do that. Look, our bee is starting to change. Wonder how long it's going to take for that thing to fully oxidize. Okay. Now, why did I come up here again? Sticks. Especially the Greek mythology island? Okay. Flash from the past. I guess we could turn that into a bunch of sticks. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll take that down there. That could be sticks for now. I think that's good. And a little bit of... I guess we can check if we have more coal anywhere. We'd have some up here, right? We prepped a bunch of charcoal for that. We can take some charcoal with us. Okay, we're doing some mangrove roots because we had tons of those. Actually, that's what we were using. Are we out? Oh, we still have a lot. Okay. We could take a bunch of mangrove roots down there. Let's actually, like, take 2 of those. Maybe 3? That should be good enough to get us some supplies. I'm only seeing pomegranate when you open them. It's only the seeds inside. Yeah. Have you guys ever had a dragon fruit? I think dragon fruit might be somewhat similar. Where like all the seeds and like the flesh parts like inside. It's almost like an avocado. Dragon fruit's interesting. Dragon fruit doesn't have much of a taste, honestly. Like it's a very little flavor to it, dragon fruit. Unless I just haven't had really fresh ones. But I think they're good to like mix into your smoothies. Since it doesn't have much flavor, it's a good like add-in. So I think it has some good like nutrients and stuff you need though. Dragon fruit. Cashews are good. Okay, yeah. Now the seeds are inside the pomegranate. There's not really a fleshy part. Okay. Just the white puff of stuff you find similar to an orange. Oh, okay, like a pulp. Okay. So it's just pulp and seeds. Okay, we're gonna put coal in that one, and we'll start putting a stack of roots in each of these so we can utilize these if I need to. And I guess we can leave the charcoal in there until we need it. Okay. I fought a dragon fruit. We fought a dragon fruit once, and I got into some armor like a paladin and fought it to the death, and I won. Does this dragon fruit breathe fire? Alright, then we have that. Okay, so now we're going to take these so we can make our pickaxes, because we're going to turn this into purely... But this is all sticks. Alright. 2 armor from that, 3 from that. I think it's like 1 less on some of it. Or a few less. Why did that sentence give me Spencer from more copper pickaxes. I need many of those. So we can do more and more digging. Now, luckily, copper gives us enough that we actually earn more copper than we'll use for crafting. Unlike iron, it turns into much sadness because we never actually gain any iron compared to how much we dig. Okay. Kinda dig more tunnel. Alright, I forgot we also need... We're doing cobble for the floor. Oh, okay. I forgot we were doing cobble for the floor. I thought we needed gravel. Do 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 do. Do you guys have any plans for the weekend? Anything coming up? I don't think there's any like holidays or anything, right? Let's see, it's May. There's Mother's Day, but is there any other holidays in May? I'm not thinking of anything right off the top of my head. Oh, Subnautica 2. Oh, that's going on, huh? I never beat the first one, no. Nico is pouting. He was chasing his tail, and now he's... the little kitten that my mom got likes to chase her tail all the time. It's really funny. She just all over the place, attacking everything. Hopefully I can hang out with the boys. Alright, nice. Do you guys have anything planned if you do hang out? Man, I kind of wish I would have beat the first Subnautica. Never heard of a cat chasing its tail, right? She's a silly little furball. She attacks anything and everything that moves. Video games and snack? Nice. Just good old chillin'. As I play Mario Party, I'm sitting out. I despise that game. Yeah, I hate being... Every fiber of your being, huh? Do they pick on you and because they like the reactions? You're not even kidding? I can imagine. It could be a frustrating game if you're losing constantly. More copper! No, the game itself picks on me. I always get screwed over when no one else is trying except me. Yeah. Some of those games are tricky for sure. It's out to get me for whatever reason, consistently over the years. Yeah, the Nintendo definitely designed them specifically. They're like, that Xcloud guy, we gotta make sure the game is very efficient at making him lose the game. Or you're one of those people where like the RNG kind of gets to you. The RNG is not in your favor. Mario's a conspiracy. It's crazy to think, though, that an Italian plumber running around bonking things has become such a popular, big thing. Our party is exactly how JFK died? Oh. I don't care what it is, but I've suffered from the game long enough. Yeah. For every tragedy in the 20th century. That would actually be pretty crazy to actually find like solid evidence of a video game having that much of an impact. Well, I guess you could say something like Minecraft has had a huge impact on the world. It's another one of those things that's on par with Pokemon, Mario. Taking over the world kind of a thing, you know? Taking the world by storm. Like, to think about, like, where something like this started. It's just a tiny little nothing. Remember when the Space Shuttle Challenger exploded? Very tragic. It was Mario Party. I'm not going to talk about Mario Party anymore. Your blood pressure's going up. Okay. It's reminding you of things you don't want to remember. You got another fact about the Challenger? Oh, goodness. Oh. Originally, they weren't gonna put a school teacher in there. Originally, they were gonna send Big Bird from Sesame Street. Wow. Now, would they have sent the like actual like guy that does Big Bird, or just someone in a Big Bird costume, or like an animatronic? That'd be interesting. They start converting all these things into that. Wouldn't try to destroy your entire generation. Because they'd easily like have just one of the astronauts dress up and then let the voice of the original just have a recording or something, or have him on live or something. Or a recording. Can you imagine that though? Just Big Bird died. You were in, okay, you were in elementary school when you watched it. Okay. I do recall hearing it about it. I don't remember any other context for it though. Look at all this copper. So much copper. So your mom saw it live. The thing is, it wasn't just seeing a rocket explode. She says they basically knew these people because of how much they watched them and heard from them leading up to it. Oh wow, it was like a big thing. And then they originally thought it was part of the rocket that fell off and exploded until they learned that it was the actual rocket. Okay, and I thought it was just like a little piece of it first. Why did I like auto jump? Weird. It's pretty traumatic, I bet. Especially if you were able to like get to know the people on a personal level and then witness it like that. Well, not quite a personal level, but yeah, you know what I mean. More personal than you normally would. Your mom is epic? What did your mom do? Even more so than the likes of me. World was much smaller in the 80s? Yeah. Very different time. Small world. Not that song, no! When we went to Disneyland, we went on that ride, and I just like, why? Why was I forced to go through that torture? I did not care, did not want to go. Ugh. The tune of that song just grinds my gears, that's for sure. Not a fan. After writing it, I realized why people find that song annoying, right? It's kind of like, this is the song that never ends. Over and over and over and over again. Yep. Yep. I wrote a song that's one line. You repeat it 100 times. That's how you sing it. We got stuff, right? Let's just pretend that song never existed and never mention it again. Ooh, lots of copper. I'm so excited to have lots of copper. I feel like a double chest of copper is actually not that unreasonable at all. What's this? It's your favorite song? He just sits there rocking back and forth. PTSD and doesn't yeah. Oh no, don't do it, Exide. Don't do it. Terrible. I don't know. I may have to consider timing you out for that one. Nah. Reading it as text versus actually hearing it is a completely different experience, though, that's for sure. Because me just reading it, just like, eh. I can't time out a bot? Are you sure about that? Let me see. Let's see. Look at this Exide guy. Let's see. Is there... where's his timeout? I actually don't even know how to do it. If you time me out... you can, what? No. Don't have that kind of talk. That's like, I'm not, yeah. Let's avoid that kind of talk. I feel like that's still, that's immature levels. I know you may not appreciate me saying so, but. It's your ultimate weapon. It's not immature? You don't think it's immature? I guess I have a very different term that I would use. That's me, immature. I definitely have a different definition of what I would consider immature. At this point in my life, that's for sure. I feel like generalizations and any sort of like racism or things that are in a similar vein of that just are so unnecessary. Yeah. Like, I feel like in general, you know, as, you know, a human race, we should be well beyond that point. Because I know a lot of people like to make, like, jokes about stuff like that, and they make light of it, but even then, it's like, you're sure you're making light of it, but then you make that not a serious thing. Like, you're like dismissing the disrespect that is being used there. I'm in my 50s and I act like I'm a 15 most of the time, man child. is actually on my resume. Yeah, I definitely would feel like I was there for a while too. Over the past couple of years though, I've become more like a self-aware and like I pay attention to things more than I used to. My self maturity has definitely gone up a couple levels in the last couple of years. I think jokes are fine, and people have lost their ability to laugh at themselves. Really, that's true. Some people do take things too seriously. That is for sure. I guess you do kind of see that a lot too, with like people who specifically have been like scrutinized in that way. The ones who just kind of wrote off and joke about it. There's a point where it goes too far, of course, yeah, but if someone makes a sexist joke towards me and I wouldn't care if it's clearly not serious, yeah. Once the receding hairline kicks in, it's easy to laugh at yourself, yeah. When your pancreas stops working, it's easy to... And I think for me, I reached a point where it's like, well, I believe that it's up to the people to decide like how they feel about things, but you could also still be considerate on the other side as well. Or even if the sexual jokes towards me is this serious, I'm mature enough to let it go. Yeah, yeah. And that's kind of where I come from, where it's like, me personally, not too big a deal, but I know there are some people out there who haven't really reached the point where they're okay with that, or they can let that slide, you know? What am I gonna do? Break down, throw hands? Simply don't care? Yeah, yeah. That is definitely where I personally stand more, but in a social space, I prefer to avoid those certain things because people who aren't where they can just kind of let it go are going to be more sensitive. So I prefer to, you know, kind of cater to the lowest common denominator, so to speak. With that, I'm going to lurk to make music. You know how to zone me. That sounds good. There'll only be about 20 minutes left of the stream, so not too much longer. And we'll go find somebody to raid. Someone makes a sexist joke around me and I'm on the ground kicking and screaming like a toddler. I don't care if I'm at church. Thanks for the lurk, Exxon. It is interesting because everybody's at a different place with different things. I will refrain from diving into that particular subject, though. But to each their own. And I will respect that. We all getting and being sarcastic? Yeah, no worries. I'm pretty good at reading, even through the messaging, I understand. X is also very much that way too. I think a lot of us here are pretty sarcastic, so you fit right in. Healing through sarcasm? Yeah, that's a good way to do it. It can be good. See, not taking it so seriously, so it's easier to handle. Makes sense. Exactly. Yeah. It is really interesting though when you start like realizing things and noticing things that you haven't for a long time. I haven't played Sunlit for a while. I've been playing a little bit on a private server. We've been playing the Cobble Mom pack, but I haven't done it on streaming at all. It was just it felt too much of like I was spending a lot of time but not achieving a whole lot for the pack. Like I didn't feel like I was really playing it so much. Like I like it, I think it's cool, but it just doesn't feel great as far as in the content space for me. Maybe if I had like knew it more in depth and I could like dive into it more specifically, it might work better. But so I do love its concept and the whole how it's designed and everything. It's a lot of fun. Very interesting pack. But even like the private server I'm playing on, I'm kind of at the point where I'm just, I don't know if I really want to do too much on it. It was a lot of fun, yeah. But maybe one day I will return to it. It's not removed from the list by any means. Ooh. Guess we're not gonna be doing any building this stream, just kind of digging. Just brush my teeth and the doggos. Gotta make sure everyone's healthy. Same brush. Ew, that'd be gross. I don't know. Knockout, are you one of those people that lets the dog lick your face? Chicken toothpaste? Even like thinking about it, this sounds gross. Absolutely not. Okay, good. Like, I think that this. I don't know, Lou, are you that way too? I don't know. I might potentially be offending, but I don't think you should let your dog lick your face. Ugh. The toaster room definitely makes me more sleepy. You have a phobia about anything licking my face? Okay. Every once in a while, I'll let him have like one kiss on my chin, but that's rare. Because I also think about it too, like, but the dog licks all the time. So many different things. Like, why would you let the dog lick your face? Like, sure, I know, I get the idea that, like, supposedly their tongues, or their saliva is supposed to be, like, antibacterial and everything, but... Even having, like, my mom's cats, like, sometimes lick me is just like, okay, why are you licking me for a ball? Please no. That's more just, like, on the hand or arm, but even then I usually will wash my hands pretty often. Yeah, you're not chancing it, you're right. And like dogs especially, they're just, their tongues are so slimy. So it's just like, ugh. I don't want dog slobber all over me. Even like playing with a toy that a dog has sometimes just grosses me out. It's like, ugh. That's a bulldog, so much slobber. Yeah, they're a slobber machine. Like, I kind of wonder why people would want such a slobber machine. Yep, my little Clyde pupper. He's so adorable, but oh my god, he slobbers all over his toys. Yeah, it's like, yeah. He wants to play fetch, yeah. So now I can understand people having like the little like ball throw thing, so you don't have to touch the slobber ball. Or like one of like the little grabber things you use, like pick up trash. Pick up their toys and throw it that way. do, 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 do. Oh, yes. Yep. Okay. We're on day 57. Fantastic. We might hit 58. Alrighty. So I guess next stream we'll probably focus on some other supplies. I should probably still finish up this, you know, goal of getting a double chest of copper. So that'll give us a lot of blocks. And it might be enough blocks to get us to the end. We need amethyst. Oh, amethyst. I just realized I need to get amethyst. I'm gonna go do that real quick while I remembered. I'm gonna head down to that level and clear out that geode. We're not gonna have a lot of time though, so at least I can be there for the next stream so I can remember to dig a bunch of that up. Okay, let's head down there real quick and get as much of the amethyst as we can before the end of the stream here. Especially while I'm still close to this and like, this stuff will load. And I should probably dig up a bunch of the blocks too, so we can get more of these spawning. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then we'll clear out these sides, and then we have all 4 of those available. It is unfortunate when there's a lot of these clusters like really close, so you lose out on potential for more. Good to have a supply of this for sure. Ah, I just broke one. Right? Yeah, I wish we could fiddle with them some. Like, there might be some sort of like cheesy exploit way maybe you could do something with them, but not that I'm aware of. And like they're so easy to break too, which is really unfortunate. So if you're not paying attention, they're just gone. It's like, no, especially when you have really good tools and you break them. Much sadness. Okay. So it's probably actually easier and better just to simply... Well, I guess you do need... If you want the shards, though. I did a build once where I did a whole bunch of these, and I silk touched them, and it took forever to get a whole bunch of them. Like, my goodness. In fact, it was one of my backgrounds for a little while. It's a big giant copper sword that I made. That was insane. Also a ton of copper. a ton of freaking copper. Like, holy cow. Bunch of purpley purple. And also like how tall these are too is just it's ridiculous. You have to like make a really complex thing for these. Like I get the idea that they wanted to like make something that people have to like build with what's there, but at the same time, yeah, it's kind of just, it feels like gameplay that's just obnoxious for no reason. Doesn't need to be, but it is. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Like the gameplay experience? Yeah. Building a bubble around them and filling it with water is fun. Yeah. I have seen that design. I've yet to try it myself. If I had a conduit, I think that'd be a good idea. Then you can just kind of swim around and then have like aqua affinity and everything. I've seen a couple of like automatic ones with like flying machines or just a bunch of piston setups and then you just knock it into the water. It has definitely made a bunch of interesting farms though, okay? It's good for like the technical players to be like, okay, well I got a puzzle here to figure out, like I get that, but for like the general player, I guess a general player, this is probably what they would do, like what I'm doing right now. Just like dig it up, go find another one, dig it up. Let's do it that way. Like that's probably how I imagine most players interact with this if they're wanting to use it for any reason. Because that's just easier. Alright. Well, this is a pretty big one though, so I'm glad at least we found a large one. And I know exactly where it's at, it's already in like a common place that I go. So this one is a good one. Okay. Alright, I think that is a great place to go ahead and stop it here. We'll double check our day. I think we are at 58. Sweet. Oh, I totally forgot. Oh my god, no, wait, hold on. I have to do my journal. That is the whole idea of this series. I forgot about that. Run to the service, quick. Gotta do our journal entry. It's been a while since I played in this world, so I forgot that that's a thing. It's a great stream, thank you. Okay, I gotta run to the top, to the surface, and write the journal. So we're gonna do that first. And then we'll do the thanks for watching and look for a raid. Can't believe I forgot. It's one of my personal rules applied to this world I have to do. Quick, contribute to the point pool before it's too late. Yeah. Let's complete the community challenge before it's all over. Okay. So many stairs. Man, my character's got to be super fit though, running up and down those stairs so many times. Their cardio is good. Thank you for contributing, Knockout. Appreciate it. Okay. Okay. Take the book. So many pages. Okay. Here we are. Day 558. We started off by working on the village station. Got most of the design done. Oh, we're doing some rock, paper, scissors now, are we? Find out who can beat Grubby there. Let's see what else did we do. And then we decided I want to unlock warped. Is it 1 or 2? Warped? I think it's 2. No, wait. Warped wood? So that means, oh, it's 50-50. We need copper. Down to the mines to get digging. And then it can also be, let's do this. Do visited. I haven't seen do. Haven't seen them in a while. And let's see, any other like interesting eventful things we could add to for the stream? I think that kind of covers it. Oh, I guess we could also, we're getting close to unlocking the redeem for choose game. Getting ever so close to unlocking the choose game redeem. And then beefcake emotes were added. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Pretty good entry. Okay. Alrighty. Well, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and put up my thanks screen. That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
And we'll see who we can raid. Do, 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 do. Let's look for family-friendly filter, because I like to stick into that vein. Oh, good times. Have a great weekend. Thanks, Lou. Thanks for dropping by the stream. Good to have you here. Well, let's see. Actually, you know what? Looks like Judy and Pat are doing some more Copia. That's always a chill, relaxing one. And these guys are pretty cool. Let's go check on them. And stay tuned to get the points for the raid. Have a good night, Exod. Thanks for joining the stream. Alright, here we go.